as you see, I left the Indian demo day and I took off. I was speaking to a gentleman, and as I was speaking to him, I was putting away my things in my saddlebag, my left side saddlebag. So as I was doing it and I was talking to him, I realized I left my key and the saddlebag lock, and I rode away. And luckily, I wasn't going that far. I was going down the street to Best Buy. I wanted to take a look at one of the new cameras, the Insta360 X3 that just came out. And as soon as I get there, that's what you were just seeing in that first clip. I got off, put my stuff away, reach out with my left hand to my belt loop, and realized the key was not there. So I proceeded to look into my bags. Needless to say, nothing. The real test was trying to turn the bike on. If the fob is in close proximity, then you'll most definitely start the bike. If it's not, it will not start. So that's why I'm saying the best mod for your Harley before you get an exhaust, a seat, it's absolutely free. It's directly from Harley. It's the ability to ride your bike without a key, which means it comes with a generic pen, but it's the same pen for everybody, from what I understand. So I would definitely, let's go back. The first time I bought a Harley was 2008. They came with a key. You just started. They didn't have the fobs just yet. 2008, 2007, I think. And second time around, I think it was 16 or 17, when I bought my Road Glide, you had a fob. Actually, you had two fobs at the time, and the ability to change the pen code. So I will tell you that this is probably the best thing you're going to do, because I was able to get myself out of trouble, start the bike, and ride off to go find my key. And it's a funny story, because I think you all could learn something from that. And I would suggest the first thing you do before you ride off is figure it out. Listen to the salesman, because as you're buying the bike, you're excited, you can't wait to ride off. I would say take some time to listen. Make sure you follow, or you get yourself a link to YouTube. There's plenty of videos on YouTube on how to change your pen code and how to use it. So that's the very first thing that anyone needs to do before you do anything else. I will call it the first mod. That way you know you got to do it. And it's absolutely free. So how did I lose my key? Like I said, I rode off. And somewhere it fell. It must have fell close to Redline Motorsports, or somewhere in the street between Redline Motorsports and Harley. So I called them up. I said, hey, someone go out in the parking lot, see if you could find it, before somebody runs over it or something. No, we can't find it. So, all right, I said, okay, no problem. So I finally start the bike up. I use the pen code that I have. I've changed mine, and rode off back to Redline Motorsports. Get there, we still haven't found it. So, rode around the parking lot, see if it was around. Nothing. So I said, I followed my steps, to my hazard zone, and going real slow down the track to where I left. Granted, it's about late afternoon. People are getting off work, so I did my best to look to see if anything was there. And then I realized, I said, hey, just go to the Harley shop. Maybe somebody just found it and turned it in. So I walked in and opened the door and said, hey, did anybody turn in some keys? And somebody said, hey, yeah, Don got some keys. I said, it's in a letter loop? They said, yeah. So I said, hey, can I get the keys? And sure enough, she pulled the keys out of the drawer, and they were my keys. Just not the fob, not only the fob, but I have the seat lock, I have the helmet lock key. So there's a few other keys in there. And lessons learned, if you're going to ride your Harley, and now that I know in the 2022s, I don't know if they did that from 2022 back, only give you one fob now. So you no longer have two fobs. So if you lose one, you know, I don't know what that takes. If you've done that lately, please let me know what the cost is to replace your fob, or is there a cost to reprogram it? What are they doing now if you lose your fob? So, and and I'm glad I had changed the pin, so I didn't, you know, I probably would have to get it, you know, towed something. So that's me explaining it to you again. I lost my audio, so I have to figure that out. So I'll tell you the best mod for your Harley before you do handlebars, audio, wheels. You know, I've asked many people, and many of them have told me that they have never changed their pin code, which is, you know, that's dangerous too. It's a lot of money, and from what I understand, they're all the same pin code, that same generic pin code. So do that today. Do not delay it, and you thank me for it. Okay, do that first free mod from Harley, and free yourself from being stranded somewhere without a key. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope you come back and see us.